This movie doesn't deserve an intro. This is OCTOMAGIC. Hello, everyone. My name is Blair.
I am Kiran.
Yeah, and we're strange tides.
Blair, as you may be able to tell, is not enthusiastic about this one.
There is a heterosexual breeding pair subplot between a mermaid and some guy.
General trivia. We rented this on Amazon Prime because for some reason it doesn't show up on Disney Plus. And Amazon Prime provides you some general trivia about the film. And the one that I'm seeing here at 0 seconds and 0 minutes is while filming in London in October 2010, Johnny Depp received a letter from a local 9-year-old schoolgirl telling him her classmates needed to mutiny against her teachers. He turned up with almost no warning at the school in full Captain Jack Sparrow outfit, but advised against mutiny.
Huh. I mean, that's cute.
I can like sense you trying to reconcile the cuteness of that story with your opinions about Johnny Depp, and it's kind of funny.
I don't know. Johnny Depp is fine. Maybe. I don't know.
Was it just
The
that you didn't like him in Fantastic Turfs and Where to Find Them?
oof, oof. It's true though. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of sick of his whole persona. Um, there's he a while ago, like years ago, his wife was like, "Hey, Johnny Depp is abusing me." Um,
Oh,
and that situation from that point onward has gotten more complicated, um, to the point where I don't really feel super comfortable putting blame on anyone in that situation. Like, I don't know the full story. The case, the libel
okay.
case is still going on, right?
What?
Yeah, the like Johnny Depp is suing a um magazine that printed the story that his wife printed the story about his wife. He's like, this is libel, this is false. Um, it's shit's fucked. Celebrities need to chill out.
Yeah. On the bright
Hey,
side, you only need to watch 4 more hours of him before we're done with this series.
only four? Is this one like a reasonable length?
This one is 2 hours and 16 minutes,
I don't want
but
to
probably
watch.
more like 4.5 hours.
I don't want to watch Hannah season two. I mean,
Oh, is it like throwing recommendations at you while you try to boot up the thing?
yeah. I mean, I do want to see it because I saw the first season.
All right, well, I think we've delayed on this long enough.
No, we have. It's
So,
there's nothing long enough. There's no. God damn it! What is wrong with my phone?
okay, so
Uh,
Blair really doesn't like this movie. I don't remember it being that horrible. Um, I mean, but then my judgment isn't necessarily the most sound because that's also what I thought about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull when I watched it for the first time. So make of that what you will.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you think of Kingdom of the Crystal Krong?
It was okay. I was 9, so I wasn't really like super into film criticism at the time, obviously. And I did really like Indiana Jones at that age. Um, and I don't remember like having particularly strong feelings about it one way or another.
I mean, that kind of lines up with what I remember from watching that movie. If you were 9, I was like probably also 9, maybe 10.
Birthday's later year, so you were probably 10.
Yeah. Um, what do I remember from this movie? I remember it being not amazing.
Actually, there are actually some pretty fun moments in this, at least, especially towards the end. we're going to have to watch it before we can see any of them. So
Yeah, okay. You are right. We've been putting this off far too long. I'm at 0-0. You ready?
yeah,
Okay, is everybody at home ready? Fine. Yeah, I mean, you had to pay to rent this like the monsters you are, so let's just get this over with. Three, two, one, play. Ooh, is it finally time to have a pirate flag? It is. Pirate flag on the it's
it's been
been
so long since we did At World's End that I forget whether they started doing it in that movie or this one.
I don't know. I think we didn't. Oh, there was mermaids.
Were they?
There's
Yeah, I
something
saw something jumping
splashing
out of the
in the
water.
water. Yeah.
I completely forget who these guys are.
The tree people. The people with the lightning
They
tree.
don't even put their name on their title card. It's like they just expect you to know.
Yeah, the lightning tree people.
And to be fair, it is a pretty cool title card.
Um, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this on this show before, but at some point they have to have like Moby Dick in this, right? Like movie 7.
I don't think so. I don't think that's strictly necessary.
I mean, it's not strictly
Especially because that
necessary.
novel is from like the Victorian era, which is 200 years after this is supposed to be set.
You know,
Like
immortal.
they don't care that much about historical accuracy, but you know, they wouldn't put a machine gun in it.
I mean, maybe magic machine gun.
They did do Gatling cannons in the second one, so maybe I shouldn't be so sure.
I'm just thinking that like there's a limit to how much like pop culture sea stuff there is in the world.
You could just go with other pirates from other places rather than like Moby Dick.
What?
And I actually have ideas for that in my take on how I would have done this series.
Yeah, but nobody wants to see like historical accuracy, right? Or actual
Strictly speaking, be that historically accurate.
or actual pirates. Like people care about Blackbeard, but that's basically it.
It is incredibly dark in this part of the movie. I can barely see anything.
Whoa,
So I
chest.
totally do not remember this part.
Who the fuck are these people? What is happening? Who?
This movie should be proof enough that they don't exclusively have to go for pirate lore. The Fountain of Youth isn't usually considered a pirate thing.
No, but it's like I mean that's true. It's not really even like an ocean thing, right?
Yeah. But they can kind of do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean it ties into Jack's arc and his goals, which is why
Yeah.
they teased it at the end of number 3.
Hey, we have the Jack Shenanigans theme is back.
Hmm.
The little fiddle tune that they
Was
play.
that toys of pirates being hung and kids wanting to purchase them?
I totally didn't know this because I was too busy commenting on the music. But yeah, they do give like a sort of morbid, like, we're going to murder a guy for entertainment feel from this whole sequence. I'm starting to remember.
Yeah, fuck pirates. We here at OCTOMAGIC have never pirated anything once. And this is Jack, right?
Probably like
Yeah. Gibbs.
this scene is actually kind of fun. Not gonna lie.
What the fuck, Jack? What?
Like it's a funny scene for a little while, but it is also sort of a diversion.
This seems like why is he doing this? What is happening?
So that he can get Gibbs out of prison, I think. Like rather than just having him straight up murdered.
I mean, yeah, but like why was Gibbs in prison? Like
I is this really the first of these movies to start in medias res with no idea what's going on? Like
no, the second one, Jack like escaped
I'm
from
no,
a
no I'm
prison.
that's my point. Like it's a little bit silly to be worrying about like how did this happen at this juncture when these movies do this all the time.
Hmm. London town.
I really forget what happened to the Black Pearl at the end of the last one.
Barbosa had it.
Okay, right. I remember that vaguely. Oh yeah, that's the circle that they ripped out of the middle of the map from the last one.
Mm-hmm. Hellishly so. Uh-oh.
Spoiling these twists like half a second before they happen.
Yeah, they just paid him better.
How did they know that he had been paid though?
I don't know.
So this movie really starts to kind of go off the rails.
This is the moment. Specifically, this is the moment.
Not the exact moment, but this is the scene where it starts to happen.
Is he gonna
Since
like?
this is literally like the third scene of the movie,
He's
it
gonna try to
should sort of
hop,
set the
try to
tone.
hop the chair to get those biscuits, right? Yeah.
Blair, for God's sake,
What?
you would like if they want to see if they want to know what's going to happen in the movie, they can just watch the movie.
Well, you know what?
You don't need to narrate it 5 seconds ahead of time.
I can narrate what I like. I'll have you know. So who the fuck is this?
I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Hot callbacks.
So he's the king.
Mm-hmm. So they got his titles kind of sort of right, which is more than I would expect for this movie.
Oh, you know, they Googled it.
Probably.
Really, Jack just annoyed him into removing the chains. So, like, did Gibbs steal it?
I think so, probably, maybe. I don't remember.
Is this Barbosa?
Stop it!
What? I'm sorry.
But also, yeah.
Cool.
Also, that dude's accent isn't even really British anymore. It's just like
I'm sorry, Hector?
Hector is Barbossa's first name.
Really?
Also, when did Barbossa get gold teeth? I don't remember him having them.
When did he get what?
Gold teeth.
Oh, I don't know. Wow, you sunk the pearl.
Actually, a pretty decent performance from Johnny Depp here. He's not like phoning it in like he does at other times in this movie and in the next one.
Have you seen the next one?
I've seen part of it.
Okay.
I like how he can just sort of move his hands a little bit and somehow like Anyway, the Barbossa's comment in this scene is interesting because it's like they're still doing the end of the era of piracy thing, even though they kind of completed that arc in the last movie.
Yeah, they did. But like Jack's whole immortality search is about having piracy live on forever, right?
So at World's End put an end to that arc as well in some ways. Like his immortality thing. Also, that's fun. The grabbing the history is fun. Uh, anyway,
Wait, why didn't Jack just team up with the king?
uh,
Because he didn't want
Barbossa
to
wanted him to. Barbossa advised the king against it, and also like he didn't.
work with Barbossa.
Yeah, and so he's like extra pissed off at Barbossa because he lost the pearl and didn't go down with it. So he
True.
wants to go off on his own now and do his own thing. So this is really dumb. What's about to go?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, with a whistle. You just have
Like a
whistles.
couple of seconds ahead of me.
Am I?
I'm not. I can't be sure, but
So wait,
Judi Dench.
what's the ridiculous bit? I
The
mean that.
hanging off of the like this whole. I mean, this whole sequence really.
Yeah.
Can he like stab himself in the tongue holding an earring in his mouth like that?
Maybe. Remember earlier, before this, like, before we started recording, when I was like, yeah, I can sit like this. It'll be fine.
I do not remember that.
Okay, well, my.
Also, I feel like this is supposed to be like a car chase, but since they're horse-drawn wagons, they kind of have to like cheat a little bit.
Your horse drawn wagon. I just went there. What?
Yeah, you're a couple seconds ahead, I think. These guys just run into each other for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
Didn't have that happen unless they were just gonna like. Oh, there we go.
Hey, do you think that that earring he stole was going to be important somehow? Like he's going to use it to pick something?
I don't remember, but it might just be a flavor thing. So that is. I feel like this franchise uses the whole like behind the black thing
What
where
do you
they
mean?
have Jack just do something crazy off screen and expect us to buy it. Like they use that trick a lot.
Who the fuck is this? Oh.
So have you noticed like literally every bar in the series is exactly like this?
Well, no, just all the pirate bars are. We only see pirate bars.
Yes.
Why? Why do you need what?
Reasons.
You know a lot for a guy who hasn't been to the fountain.
He's just here to exposit. He was here to exposit in the last one, and that's what he's doing in this one too.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, he did a Batman. Seen that guy before?
No. Jesus. Okay, you know what? The idea of Jack, like, having to rediscover himself in the wake of like this like false identity thing might like
Yeah, it could be good, especially with the Pearl having been apparently destroyed and him like tying his identity to that so much.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I if it was me and I was making the opening scene of this movie, I would have it be the Pearl sinking
Yeah, obviously.
and probably being sunk by the Spanish who are looking for the fountain, so that ties it all together.
So this whole mirrored duel thing is like at least this first part of it where they're literally like mirroring each other's moves is kind of silly even by the standards of this series of sword fights.
This is his like fake girlfriend, right?
Yes, I think sort of complicated and sort of stupid.
I mean, that sounds right for this series. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum.
Who played sword first? I don't remember.
Who did what?
Also, you can really see them attempting to recapture a lot, like the quote unquote magic of the first movie, with the like "Have I threatened you before" reference and the this now mirroring Jack's duel with Will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This whole fight scene is just Jack versus Will, but like again,
But Jack versus Jack.
yeah. I mean, it's in terms of like how it's staged
Mm-hmm.
and the setting that it's in.
Yeah, but
Pretty much them trying to do that again.
in this context, then Jack is Will.
I don't think it. No, I don't think it's like a story thing. I think it's just supposed to be them like
Oh.
just remembering that people really liked the first one and doing stuff from the first one again.
Hmm. There you go. I mean, why though?
This is all sort of
Boobs.
yeah. You're ahead by like 2 seconds, I think.
Hmm. Well, that's fine. Oof. Wait. But they know that she's a lady. Why? What? To what end does pretending to be Jack Sparrow?
I don't know. Eh, this is really stupid. Honestly, this whole like first third of the movie or so feels really directionless.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
sort of have like a plot that they're doing.
Well, they're introducing her and the situation with the pearl and Barbosa working for the crown. Like they're introducing a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but nobody's like actively doing things that I mean, so we start with Jack not having a crew or a ship or anything. So we he has to get that to do the thing that the plot is. But like
Yeah.
it's more boring. We've seen that in
Honestly, they should make Jack go for one whole movie without at any point having command of a ship or a crew, just so that we can see like what he's like on his own and how he handles problems without like we see it a little bit, but
I mean
he always ends up.
that is this movie, right? He doesn't ever become captain in this movie.
Actually, you might be right. I don't really remember. Although he does like I think you're right actually. If that's the case, they could really have handled that whole concept better.
Exposition. Okay, but why? Poor Gibbs. Barbosa.
His own ship. Like he's been through so much crap. He deserves to be a captain by this at this point.
I'm sorry, what?
I feel like it would be fun for Gibbs to have his own ship. Like he's been like such a loyal first mate for Pearl, and like I feel like he deserves to like. It would be fun for him
Yeah, it would have been
to
good.
just go off on his own.
No, that's not how memory works.
It's interesting that they decided to burn that instead of like having it passed around a bunch as a MacGuffin like they did with like every other object of importance in these freaking movies.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's true and fair. But, oh. Gross mouth noises. Making gross mouth noises.
They do. Hold on. Get to this in a second.
What? Okay. Looks like it's maybe just me.
Okay, so they do the like reveal of whose ship this is, sort of the same way that they did it in the first one, although with less fanfare with the skeletons.
True. So this is Blackbeard's ship.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Got a big butt.
I can't freaking believe this.
What? Zombified? Like, what does that even mean? In the context of this universe where we have, like, skeleton zombies and ocean zombies and
Okay,
weird ink zombies.
so zombies in the original voodoo tradition aren't really like zombies that we know from movies.
Yeah.
And I think this is a little closer to that, but I don't know enough about it to actually like explain.
True. Yeah, but, like, they didn't lampshade it. Like, Jack wasn't, like... But he doesn't look like a skeleton man. Right? Like, he did...
Yeah.
Oh, hey, here's our heterosexual pretty boy. He has no character, but eventually, he like stuff with mermaids and love and
Yeah.
don't you remember Swan
We just got
and
we just got a
Bootstrap?
hint as to this the thing that's happening now.
We got a hint.
I thought it was a hint, but they just actually did the reveal that Angelica is Blackbeard's first mate.
Yeah, but she's not even in disguise. What was the point of the?
So that they could have that fight.
Yeah, but like, it's a really good idea. Necromancer would have been good.
Said that. Like they didn't even just say that. I thought it was gonna be like a big reveal later in the movie, but nope. They just
And Jack didn't know.
So what I mean by this movie being directionless. Just throwing stuff out here.
Yeah. A prophecy, huh?
Okay, that was legitimately funny. Such a specific prophecy.
A one-legged. Is that specific in pirate circles?
No, like the within a fortnight part is mostly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. They gave a specific date.
Yeah.
we have our heading. Here we go.
What?
Right? Like in front of all the old Disney DVDs, they would have this like buy Disney DVDs, and it would show a bunch of scenes from a bunch of different Disney movies.
Oh,
And like one of the lead-ins was Captain Jack Sparrow scene saying, "We have our heading," and then it would cut to Peter Pan being like, "Here we go." It was just I don't
uh,
know. Big yawn.
seems to be kind of a shitty privateer ship.
Maybe. Oh wait, are they fighting someone?
Fighting the Spanish, or about to.
Why? Seems unnecessary. I mean, I guess they are.
Gibbs see that. He doesn't have a telescope.
Make more sail.
I think that is like an accurate or semi-accurate nautical term.
Yeah.
Well, there doesn't seem to really be that much of a point to that scene, except a little bit of characterization it gave to the Spanish guy.
Well, they wanted us to think to, maybe there'll be a fight scene, and then there wasn't.
This is important.
Oh, yeah, this is like a subplot thing.
Why do they?
Yeah, he's trying to do a mutiny.
Why do they think that they'll get killed by sailing to the fountain?
Ah, myth. Like, that's the myth.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, they keep saying, if you go to the Fountain of Youth, you will be tested, Jack.
Well, yeah, but only he was the only dude who knew that.
Maybe. Um, I do find it interesting that now Jack is the one doing the mutiny thing.
It's sort of ironic. This movie is weirdly horny, like all the time.
Well, yeah, so since Jack is our main protagonist now. um, what am I thinking about? So, yeah, wait, why do they have a priest on the ship? Is it like.
They said he was captured in a raid or something. Wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, but I know, but like,
Not this again.
yeah,
Like, how many times do
there's
we have to see the
zombies.
like guy gets stabbed and then pulls the sword out in this movie before we stop, or it stops being interesting, or in
Which,
this series rather?
well, there's
Like,
zombies, Kieran. That's
they
the
do it like
zombie rule.
once a freaking film,
That's true.
more than that even.
That's true.
Bosa did it, and Davy Jones did it like 2 or 3 times, and now this guy. And I'm never going to see it again in the fifth one.
Oh, almost definitely. Yeah.
You know, it's ghost pirates
Yeah.
or whatever.
What my guess is like the chalices need to be filled with the blood of the holy man and the mermaid or whatever, right? Just meaningless check marks on a ridiculous plot line.
Yeah. We never see Angelica actually kill anyone.
I mean, you do have to be able to
So they're
kill.
kind of fun.
You do have to be able to kill the zombies to take the ship.
Yeah, like, or not.
Yeah, or tie them down, I guess.
Super strength or something?
I don't know. It looks like, yeah. And here he is. Oh, hey, it's this guy. It's
Thing
this
with,
actor.
who's this?
I don't know, but I've seen him in
Actually, I
other
think Prime
stuff.
will tell you. Who is Blackbeard? Ian McShane. Okay, what has he been in?
Yeah.
Whoops, can you
IMDb.
pause it? Sorry, I accidentally
How dare you? Okay, I
been in
paused it.
Game of Thrones.
I paused it. Oh yeah, he's in Game of Thrones.
Are
That's
you playing Game of Thrones? I haven't actually seen the show.
there's like a guy who is in like an episode with the Hound.
Okay, wait. Let's resync it up. I am at 42 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'm at 42:46. I am
Okay,
now I am now at 42:36.
yeah, you can only really move it by 10-second intervals. Can you get to 42:40 or
I'm working on it. Oh, this is really difficult.
yeah, wait, where are you right this second? Like, stop moving it around.
38:42.
How did that happen?
I don't know. What was the number again?
I was at 42:40.
Two. Okay, I'm at 42:42.
I think I can get that. Okay, yeah. All right, do the countdown again.
Okay. Sorry everybody at home because Kieran pauses movies like a dummy.
I thought I when you're watching on Amazon Prime on TV, you can like click into the actor stuff without pausing it, I think, but apparently that doesn't work on here.
All right.
So okay, countdown.
When I say play, okay? 3, 2, 1, play.
Had Blackbeard have the fuses in his beard he had in real life.
They do. It's cool. Yeah. What is happening? Is he magic?
And
I mean, technically, the captain isn't even really the captain, right? An actual pirate. Like, he's the captain, but he's not, like, culturally what we consider a captain.
What do you mean?
So, like, the structure of pirate crews, there's, like, the captain does work during battles, and there's, like, a different guy who does the captain job the rest of the time.
I mean, this kind of
And they're, like, elected.
yeah. There's been a bunch written about like pirate ships and democracy and how like and how they were like structured and governed.
Hmm.
And it's kind of what I think it partly influenced these movies and their whole. That was fun. It's partly influenced these movies and their whole like piracy is freedom thing, and also Assassin's Creed Black Flag with its anarchist pirate colony.
Yeah.
Um,
It would have been
but
good. Why do you need him? Oh, that's why. It's really dumb subplot. So his magic power is just rope. Like
the whole
we,
ship,
yeah, but like we.
like every
Okay, two things with that then. One, it's kind of a de-escalation from monster sea pirates,
is kind of.
and um, like if he can just control the whole boat with magic, why does he even have a crew?
I think you can control any ship. Like it.
Is this like, oh, go meet the mermaids, or is that later in the film?
I think that's later. Is actually a pretty decent villain introduction, though.
Yeah.
Like all told.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it shoots fire.
I'm going to assume that that's some type of magic because flamethrowers don't really work that way.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be pretty cool if they had like a Greek fire, right? One
Yeah,
of
but the
these bad
recipe for that
guys.
was lost in the Middle Ages.
Yeah, but fucking, it's a fantasy story, Kieran,
That is true, it is.
with ghosts and immortal people, right?
Yeah.
There's hope. Yeah, no, that guy was
For the
dead.
guy, for him, for like Blackbeard not to be evil, I guess.
Is there hope for that?
I mean, you might not think so, but the Phillips character is kind of
Does.
such that he does.
Yeah. Actually, having having Blackbeard be afraid of death as like a mirror to Jack Sparrow would be smart.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you
Hey,
know what do you mean?
yeah, this is sort of
Ugh.
yeah, these things. What does he think he's accomplishing by doing this?
So he's trying to um create a division between the two of them
Yeah,
that
but
he can exploit
this is so
somehow.
obviously a bad way of going about it.
Yeah. What? Oh no. Something has happened and the program stopped. It paused.
Oh, okay.
Now I am the pauser.
Okay, hold on.
I am at
What are you at?
50:56.
Oh, I'm at 5108. How did? Oh, okay. Wait, no, never mind. It's just a few seconds of.
Kieran, it's been almost an hour and nothing has happened.
Pirates movies do be like that sometimes. All right, let me
So
know when you've.
I apologize for everyone at home. Okay. Are you wait, are you
I'm at 5108, like I said.
5108? What do you mean? If you had 5108, you're ahead of me.
Yeah, because I went ahead a few seconds while you were paused by accident before you said that.
Yeah, so go back.
Okay, I'm now at 5058
Okay.
or 5055. I guess we'll.
That is good.
I think 1 second probably won't matter.
All right. Try it again. Three, two, one, play.
Symbol even. Pulse again.
Yeah, so Barbosa only has one leg, right?
Yeah, he has a
So,
peg leg because he's a classic pirate.
yeah. So, my expectation is that this is a twist. We're supposed to think Barbosa will do it, but then there'll be some bullshit and someone else will do it.
Who even knows? Terrible leader, actually. How did he? How could he possibly have successfully led a mutiny?
So, what were you saying, Kieran, about him not
He's,
being a good?
this is like they're kind of just like giving him this, but that shouldn't have worked really. Just like left the dude to die in the middle of the ocean.
True.
Told them that they were gonna go get eaten. Somehow a speech just fixed all of it.
I mean, yeah, it usually does. That's my experience with team building. You do something awful, and then you have a nice
Probably,
inspirational
I probably
speech.
should have called this out in the last movie too when Elizabeth did hers
Did her what?
rousing speech.
Uh,
Oh, this movie is so horny. I want to get that meme with the Doge. You know, the monk go to horny jail one.
I've never actually seen that.
I'll send it to you when we're done here.
Excellent. Wow, this movie's really fucking boring, actually. I think is the real problem.
Kinda.
I mean, I guess a lot of the Pirates movies are kind of boring.
I think this whole plot with Angelica just like doesn't need to be in this movie.
Yeah. So I almost lost my cat today.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it actually is actually a better story than this one. It is like planting and payoff.
I feel I should remind the people who made this that this is supposed to be a Disney movie.
Okay, so water. They're explaining it.
Yeah. Is it supposed to be that dude playing the guitar or is this background music?
I think it's background music, but like, why are they trying to fuck on like the?
It wasn't when she was making a reference to something on board you want. For once, that was not what she was talking about.
True. This is really cool.
I like this.
Yeah, this idea. Yeah, why have you not drunken it all already?
There's no rum in the book.
Wait, what? Oh,
Make any sense?
he thought she was lying to him about the Blackbeard thing.
Okay. Who are you to set the limits on redemption things? It's actually a really good quote. But then she
True.
like references her backstory instead of like all the shit Jack has done that he needs to make up for.
True. Right. Okay, so my cat, right?
Hmm.
This started like 5 days ago. My mom purchased a cat harness so that one of our cats, Monkey, could be walked. We wanted to walk Monkey. This is a thing that some cat owners do. Monkey likes the smell of the outdoors. We thought it would be beneficial for him to like be able to experience it, but with safety, and not just let him roam free.
Okay.
So we started by testing it out with him in the backyard, right? So for like a couple minutes at night, we would have him in the harness and he'd walk around the backyard. But then when we went back inside, he would just meow and scream and meow at the back door because he wants to be outside.
Yeah.
Um, so that was a couple days, and then I started noticing that Monkey was like the back door has like two layers, right? There's the glass door and the screen door.
Yeah.
And when the glass door is closed and he wants to go outside, he will like bite at the handle of the glass door, right?
Yeah.
So today, this morning, my mom did some stuff outside and then left the glass door open but closed the screen door.
Okay.
Okay? So my cat opened the screen door. I imagine by like grabbing onto it with his claws and then pulling it open.
So, do you own a cat or a velociraptor?
Yep. But like, so that's really interesting, right? Because it's
Yeah.
here's the premise: the cat wants to get outside. Here's the setup: it's trying to get outside this one way, and here's the payoff, right? It did get out
Yeah.
with this other way, right?
Hmm.
But like you could see, I could see him trying to solve the problem of escape. Anyways, now that I've explained how this story is good and better than Pirates of the Caribbean, let's watch some mermaids eat some people. Because we finally got into the mermaids, the one selling point of this
Yeah.
film. So it took a while. What are the chances all the mermaids are white?
100% apparently.
Well, we've only seen one.
I know, but like,
You're gonna get eaten.
Kind of sad, honestly.
I'm sorry, what's sad?
Whole like that little quote there.
Mm,
She looks familiar. This actress playing this mermaid. You know Gemma Ward? I
no.
feel like she's been in something I've seen.
No, she's
But
just like
check it out.
she's just a generic pretty white person, right? Like that there's a
Yeah, maybe
lot of
that's
them
why
in
she looks
Hollywood.
familiar. She's just got one of those faces. It looks like they are all white.
Mm.
It's hard. I mean, it's hard to tell in that lighting, but wait, no, that one's
Slightly darker skin, which is good. We need hashtag representation in our evil or evil mermaid characters, right? Like this seems unnecessary, right?
a little bit.
I mean, why not just have them be like the sirens, right? They call to you when you
They
drown
kind of are.
yourself. I mean, they are, but they also are piranhas that eat you alive, right?
It is sort of weird that they can like jump onto the boat rather than like.
Oh fuck. There's our super strength.
Why do they have vampire teeth instead of like shark teeth?
I don't
Saw that,
know.
right? They have like vampire fangs instead of teeth you might actually see to eat a person
I
with.
mean, the whole thing is ridiculous because like they're they're mermaids. They're human. Why are they human shaped if they're gonna eat people?
That's not really like the human body is not really optimized for like being a piranha.
It's
Really,
not.
it is a fun twist on the concept, even if it is a little bit like
Why was he in the fucking boat?
who knows. It's so that he can be part of the heterosexual breeding pair.
Yeah.
So how are they dumping these like bombs into the water? The water would put the fuse out.
Carefully. Very carefully. Um yeah, so to me it seems like they had a checklist of ideas, right? They wanted Blackbeard, they wanted the Fountain of Youth, they wanted mermaids. And they're like,
Yeah, they're just
how do
they wanted Angelica. Angelica was definitely an item on their checklist.
yeah.
Maybe zombies too.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
wanted
I can see that.
they definitely wanted
How does that even? What are they doing?
their mermaids are also Spider-Man. They wanted Jack Sparrow to have a girlfriend in this one for some reason. Yeah, they're like spider people. It's ridiculous.
Okay, yeah, they kind of overdid it here. Like the first bit with the mermaids was cool, but now this is just silly at this point.
Yeah, why would they
They
have
overplayed their hand like they do in every single scene in this series ever since like okay, not every single one, but they keep overdoing it
yeah.
with their set pieces. That's what happened at the end of At World's End, and with the duel in Dead Man's Chest, and you know, stops being fun if it's just so ridiculous every time.
Yeah. I mean, I think they wanted to justify them being scary monster things, right? Like
Yeah,
if you can just
and they're gonna And
If,
they're gonna do a bunch more overdone set pieces in the next one, and I can tell you that only having seen like the first quarter of it.
yeah, but like if you could just boat around mermaids, right? Then like they're not that scary. They wanted them to be scary, so they had to be able to drag you back into the ocean.
Yeah, but I mean, they could. You're probably right that they could have accomplished that, but just by with
Sirens.
sirens. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you can be both like hauntingly beautiful and musical and like a siren thing and eat people alive. You can do both. Wait, what fucking building is this? Like Jack just knew there was like
did not work.
there's like just a fire
It's a
tower.
lighthouse.
It's a lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Okay.
So why did he blow it up?
I think the mermaids are afraid of the light. Like I think that was a rule they showed in the cinematography at some point.
I guess.
Oh, he's alive. Oh, it's not even like the
For it
main
all.
one. It's just some fucking rando mermaid.
Yes.
Ow. I guess they wanted her to look less like Elizabeth and more like I don't know.
Doesn't look like Keira Knightley at all, though.
Well,
Except in the sense that they both have semi-generic white girl faces, but like it's pretty easy to tell them apart.
yeah. I mean this one is different from the one that we saw at the beginning of the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not because they wanted her to look less like Elizabeth, because I don't think that's. First of all, if they wanted her to look less like Elizabeth, they could have had it be a woman of color, but
Yeah.
to play her, but they didn't. Why is everything in grayscale all of a sudden?
What? Oh, yeah, it is very desaturated. No.
What?
Well, they're using the web powers to pull people off of the ship. Wait,
The
but
series is really oscillating on whether or not it wants Barbosa to be a villain. Okay, what the hell?
he is just generally a villain.
Yeah, but they keep having him like team up with Jack and giving him sympathetic
Yeah,
moments,
but I
and
mean, Jack isn't really a good guy, right? He's
he's
like,
good enough that we can like sympathize with him when he's the protagonist, which is what we need to do.
yeah,
But Barbosa, they just kind of like have him occasionally be like, just occasionally ask us to root for him, even though he's kind of a terrible person.
yeah. It's just that easy.
Okay, this is back.
Why would he say that out loud? Like they're right behind him. They could totally hear that.
Yeah, but I mean, he does. They don't know about the compass. I don't think Angelica might, but I don't think Blackbeard does. But it doesn't really matter unless you already know what the compass does. There's no reason to connect it to him getting his heading.
See, they're re-explaining it because test audiences didn't understand what was happening, right? Like that seems like why this scene is in here.
What was that?
Well, she's evil, so she snake boy. Yep. I mean, why though? Right? You can just convert and then lie about it, right? Like just not do really anything about it.
This movie is way too horny.
So wait, mermaids breathe air.
I mean, that's not entirely unheard of for maritime creatures. Whales and dolphins breathe air.
That's true. This movie would be 10 times better if there were lesbians.
I mean, it is actually fairly important that Philip is a priest, and I don't think they let women be priests in most denominations.
Is it? Like, how is it important?
Okay, it's not actually important to this movie, but it would have been important to a better one.
Oh.
Note though is that my alternate version of this movie that I came up with for my like retake on this series did not involve either Philip or Serena.
Wow. Wait, what is she doing?
To get the chalices, I think.
I mean, how does Jack know about the pools? What? I guess
I think
because
he
he.
memorized the map just like Gibbs did.
Yeah. That's a good line. What?
Roulette, but with single shotguns. They can't spin the chamber of a revolver because they don't have revolvers, so they go with like 6 different guns.
This is really dumb.
I get why any of this is happening.
Because they need him to jump off this cliff.
Yeah, but why? Okay, that was funny.
Jesus Christ. This whole thing's ridiculous.
Told you, I warned you, bro. I told you about set pieces.
Is this even a set piece? It's like they wanted this one
Not
scene where he
really.
jumps into a pool, but like needed 10 minutes to explain it. Yeah, see the thing that Jack told her, it's like coming back around, right?
But like,
Like the division is being created.
what I was talking about in that particular case was telling Blackbeard the stuff about his daughter as if it would like work, rather than
The other way around.
yeah. Like this is him. This is the stuff he told Angelica about Blackbeard that's affecting her. He has no reason to distrust her, really.
My neck is murdering me. I am going to die.
Oof, ouch, owie.
I'm sorry, what was in that? What was in that fucking
Poisonous frogs.
frogs? Why do they care about frogs? What's happening in the story?
Plot relevant, but they don't explain why until later. I don't think.
Plot relevant frogs.
I swear to God, this series has like 4 leitmotifs that its soundtrack circles between. And it has like nothing else in its entire like Hans Zimmer is supposed to be like a musical genius for soundtracks, but he just remixes the same 3 or 4 sequences of notes over and over and over for these entire 5 or 6 movies.
Didn't Hans Zimmer also do the Infinity War and Endgame thing?
I don't believe so.
No, Hans Zimmer
I think
did.
that was Alan Silvestri.
Yeah, Alan Silvestri did those. Hans Zimmer did the Batman films. Oh wow, you guys fucked up. Wait, legs? Legs now? Okay, sure. We just didn't want to have to deal with her, the CGI or whatever.
Yeah.
Or is this plot relevant too?
No, it doesn't matter.
Is it to set up their love?
I guess.
Jesus.
Why Serena doesn't eat people?
What?
Like, all of the other mermaids eat people, right? But she doesn't eat people.
What? I mean, she kind of couldn't. Like she was kidnapped before she could eat anyone.
Yeah, but never mind.
See, they can't just like introduce a new hetero like relationship subplot into this series because like Will
because we don't care about these characters at all.
Yeah, Will and Elizabeth were the main characters.
Yeah.
Right? We started with them. These people fucking suck. I don't care that this like clergyman is ripped. It doesn't matter.
Thank you doth protest slightly too much.
Jesus. Get like... Okay, two things. One, like the arc of his character would make way more sense if she was a shitty person, right? Like if she did eat people.
Yeah.
And secondly, get a new hobby. You don't compare everything to like the Lord and shit. Like, you must be one of God's creations. She's like, okay, dude.
It is sort of weird that religion is like Philip's only character trait, basically,
Yeah.
and like all his other traits arise from that.
She has a name.
Serena, by the way, is Spanish for mermaid, so I guess in the Spanish dub, this sounds like the mermaid's name will be Mermaid.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is also sort of ridiculous. You notice that Pirates of the Caribbean really loves things that are precariously balanced on other things while people stand on them.
Yep. I mean, who doesn't love precariously standing on something?
And reacts to Blackbeard at all.
I like how they were like about to start a sword fight and then Bruce was like, Jesus, it's kind of a bad time. Um you know what? You're right that they overdo the set pieces.
Yeah.
But probably because there's just so fucking few of them in this film.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not just a problem that exists in this movie, it's in all of them after the first one.
Why are the Spanish in this film?
Extra antagonist. Actually, they have a take on how they can be made interesting.
I don't know. It just seems. Oh hey, this is it's the scene from the ride.
Is it?
Yeah, in the
I
parts
remember
of the
nothing about the ride. Let's be 100% clear.
okay, in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, you go into like a bunch of cave system, and there's like a scene where this pirate guy is dead. He's a skeleton, but he's in his bedroom, and there's like a bunch of rich shit in the bedroom.
Oh, and he like turns around and looks at you.
No, he doesn't move.
Okay.
No, it's just fucking. It's just a.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that the fucking Spanish didn't need to be in this film. It's
They don't
unnecessary.
need to. I think there is a way that that a hypothetical alternative version of this movie can still benefit from them, but I'll wait until we do Dead Men Tell No Tales to go through that along with all the others.
Hmm. What? Hmm. Oh no, they slapped a woman. That's never happened before.
There's no skills at this point.
Yeah, there's a dumb subplot happening. You gonna shoot him? You gonna shoot him? You gonna shoot him so she cries? Yeah. Oh, dead. Cool. All right, this redeems it. She's just like, yeah, I didn't fall in love with this guy I just met.
I think you may change your opinion on that shortly.
God damn it. Ugh.
And so, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was your question?
Never mind.
Stirrings. Who cares? This is so. This is not important, right?
It's really not. I don't actually remember. I don't think Angelica was in my treatment either.
Like, okay, if they went hard on the like living forever versus saving your immortal soul, and Jack like redefining who he is as a means of like character, like you could build this story where it's like trying to get Jack to be the good guy, right? Where it's like be a good person, save your immortal soul versus be immortal and live forever, right? And like do horrible things to that end.
And the
And
priest guy would have actually been useful for that
yeah,
plot.
the priest guy would have been useful for that plot, as would Angelica as a like as like this is this horrible thing that I have done, right? How do I make up for that, right?
Yeah.
So in a better movie, these things could have come together into some
Oh,
sort
listen
of
to this.
like
This is important.
character synthesis.
Witness toads, not frogs.
Hmm. Yeah, the Spanish aren't important though.
Yeah, but they could be. The,
Mm,
the
maybe. How would you make the Spanish important? Like, character driven and
I would
useful?
sort of. It's difficult to explain. It does involve like actually making the movie kind of more about this conflict between this multi-way conflict between Jack Barbosa, Blackbeard, Spain, the King's British Navy. Uh,
I mean, but like,
yeah, I'm gonna
why? Why do
because
that?
part of what makes pirates fun is the like crazy multi-way backstabbing stuff. So if you centered a movie around that and the Spanish were involved in it, it could be decent.
Maybe. I mean, that is kind of what they're doing right now, right?
Sort of, but not well, and they're not centering the movie on it.
True.
Like At World's End was more of a backstabbing movie than this.
I feel like it shouldn't have been, though. I feel like this
Yeah, I mean,
Dead Man's Chest should have been the big backstabby movie, right? And then the third one should be like, okay, we have to get our shit together, otherwise the world is gonna fucking end, right?
yeah,
Oh wait, he didn't die?
like zombified him or something.
Ugh. Why? Oh, is she gonna cry a tear of it because she's so moved by his kindness? Ugh.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Why though?
Because he's a bad guy.
Like, yeah, but I guess I got too used to Cutler Beckett and him being like the pragmatic bad guy, as
Yeah.
opposed to Blackbeard here, who's just kind of a dick.
And Davy Jones was kind of sympathetic with his
Yeah,
like sad love story thing. I do think it is worthwhile then to have just like a fun bad guy, right? Blackbeard
do you
is
see that?
pretty good.
He's
What?
got a fucking bottle of liquor in his peg leg. I forgot about that. This is a good scene, actually. And he sawed himself instead of cutting the rope.
Oof. Anyways,
It would have been much cooler if we had seen that instead
yeah.
of hearing it related to us,
Yeah,
though.
that really should have been the opening scene. Right? Like what an entrance for Blackbeard too, right?
Yeah. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Barbosa is not a good person, but we're being asked to root for him here by the narrative.
Yeah.
But, like, in a way that sort of demands that we forget what a callous sociopath he's been, like, every other time he's been in charge of anything.
What, Jack? What are you doing?
Yeah, this part is really stupid.
Jack, what are you doing? Where do you think you're going, man? That's that's not how leaves work, my guy.
Yeah, he just like behind the blacked his way over all those branches and stuff.
Why didn't Barbosa just have a knife in his peg leg?
This is probably one of the dumbest set pieces in this whole series, and that is saying a lot.
I don't know. The next one has like a set piece where
No,
Jack.
the next one surpasses it with the guillotine thing and the bank being dragged across the whole town, but this one is up there.
I'm sorry, a bank gets dragged around town in the next one?
Like a whole building. You need to see
Jesus.
it for yourself. I can't explain it.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Some dude.
Really?
What is this? Fucking Return of the Jedi?
I was gonna say it's like a rocket, like using the forest in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah, but that was much cooler.
It was much cooler and made more sense.
That worked somehow.
Yeah, you just tie someone up by just like circling them a couple times. I mean, at this point, they're working together, right?
Yeah. Also, is that supposed to be Florida? Because I don't think there are mountains in South Florida.
They're not in Florida. They're in
That's where Ponce de Leon's ship was rumored to have.
like rumored in real
Oh my
life.
God! Stop! Like the constant innuendo between Jack and Angelica was funny the first like 3 or 4 times, and now it's just getting tiresome. Stop!
There's a pig. There's a pig. Why? Why did you need the pig?
Yeah, like, what even happened between him? But just had a scene break, and a bunch of stuff happened during that scene break. And we're supposed to.
He wasn't he wasn't captured. Oh, that's why. That's why they have him on a pig. I see. Okay, so it seems like the plan was to give Blackbeard the cups so that they would still go to the place.
Compass to give actually super important.
What?
And like Jack just tossed his compass over to Gibbs.
Well, because
Like
because he want
notice.
he's it seems like they are planning to have Barbosa meet them at the fountain, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the plan. So they're giving Blackbeard the cups so that he goes to the fountain.
It's like pretty cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
It's right in front of them. What the hell?
Wait, what's up with the pluses? It was on the map, and we saw it get burned in the map, right?
A booby trap? I totally missed it.
I think it was a booby trap, or it might have just been random circumstance. It wasn't
Why
really
not just
clear.
let the zombies go ahead and trigger all the booby traps first? They can't die.
Are there booby traps?
I mean, if there are.
Mm-hmm. What? Jack, what are you doing?
Kid?
I'm sorry, what? Just kid?
There's a random child who's been there since like on the ship since the very beginning, and he was part of the mutiny. And then like
Ugh. Really? Sure. Oh, that's not good. No, that's the opposite of good, my guys. Do they ever explain like the origin of the Fountain of Youth? Or
nope,
it's just a thing that
it's
exists?
just a thing. I mean, to be fair, they didn't explain really the origin of the Aztec gold or Davy Jones's. Well, they kind of did with those things, but they never really explained like the deal with Calypso or how she got her
She's a
godly
god.
status and powers.
You don't really need to explain gods, right? They
I
just
mean, you don't
are.
when they're like the Greek pantheon or like the Egyptian gods or whatever, but they just made up Calypso basically from whole cloth.
Yeah, but she's a goddess of the sea, so you're just like, oh, okay, so she's like up
I
there. She's
guess.
some mystic bullshit.
Or it's just a sword laying there.
Well, no, he put his sword up
Oh,
first.
oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I know.
I think we were talking.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Yeah. There's probably an art to this whole like broadcasting a movie thing where you like figure out when to talk and when to shut up. But We're just sort of learning it as we go along.
Yeah, I feel like we stop talking and then we start talking, and it's like when we're not talking, I feel like we should be talking because otherwise, why the fuck are you watching this? Um,
Yeah. And
but
when we're talking, we shouldn't be talking because otherwise people won't be able to hear.
well, we definitely don't hear.
Yeah, that too.
Whoa, it's skulls near the fountain of youth.
That's from
Seems.
the dead people who got their life stolen or whatever.
Oh, right, right.
Can't you just like drink from the fountain?
No,
What would
because
happen to you if you did?
I don't know, nothing. But somebody needs to die, right?
Hmm. Wait, how Rosa was there?
They they brought him.
Yeah, but they knew before he like a second before he showed up.
That's true. Yeah, maybe he said something. I don't know. Wait, but he's the guy that you're. It seems like you're destined to die from this guy.
That was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, I'll give them points.
They keep trying with the bathos, and eventually one of them is bound to land.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't quite like Marvel does bathos very well. Sometimes
All
too
the time.
well.
Guardians
Some
of the Galaxy 2 overdid it a little bit, for
maybe.
example.
Um yeah, these people are less good at it.
It's weird. They're both Disney properties. You'd think the people who are running these could learn from each other.
They're fucking
But
busy.
this was made before Disney acquired, before really the MCU was big, I
I
guess.
mean that too. What see he's like hurt by being like slashed, so he's not a zombie.
Yeah, I don't really know.
He just survived the first time for no reason. What, Jack's gonna beat you though.
This is
This is really dumb.
yeah. It's they keep doing this. Like I feel like the people who made these just don't understand how sword fights work. Like not even in terms of like
Sword fights
what an
work.
actual sword fight looks like, but just like what a fight is.
You throw your sword up in the air, right? That's a sword fight.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
Yeah, that's how God works. You just you give her back. Rub your thumb on her lip. He just has to hit you once, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. The Spanish arrived to
They do
destroy.
make a cool entrance. You gotta give them that.
I mean, yeah, it just destroys the entire
So that is,
conflict.
I don't know what that is, but that is not the Spanish flag.
Yeah. That was a good moment, too.
Yeah.
Do you think if this movie did
Like
better,
that.
they would, like, bring
Like,
back. You think,
something about the make a note of that man's bravery thing really sticks out to me. I don't know why.
do you think if this movie had done better, they would have brought back more of the subplots from it? Like, do you think they would have brought this guy back as, like,
Might
maybe a
have.
main antagonist for
Kind of
future
like,
films?
you keep complaining about how the Spanish don't really matter in this movie, and like they mostly don't, except for oh, and this is cool too. Listen to this.
Oh. Buy cups.
Cool that he orders them to destroy it instead of trying to take it for himself. Like
Yeah.
you get the sense that he's motivated by something other than what's motivated like every other character in this movie, which is basically just like
Being immortal.
personal power, and that too. Like he,
Hmm. Well, who did that? Oh, yeah. Barbosa. So it just straight up was Barbosa.
yeah.
Okay. You know, if they did bring back the if they had
Why would she?
if they had brought back this Spanish antagonist character, he would have been cool as like the other like the I will destroy all magic bad guy, right? Like
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
kind
he
of
would have, wouldn't he?
like that's kind of a thing of Beckett, but Beckett's more like I want to have control over everything in the seas, even if that means control over magic. But
And
this
this guy
guy's
is
like,
like, it's an affront to God. I will destroy it all.
yeah, and
Yeah, he hasn't been in this movie for very long. He only has had like 3 or 4 lines, but I find him oddly compelling.
yeah, yeah, that as a premise would be cool as like a continuation, right? As like a okay, we have to
Yeah,
do a new trilogy or a new set of stories. Let's have this be the premise, especially since the next movie, if I remember correctly, is also about magic and like magic trumping and destroying other magic.
yeah, it's like the Trident of Poseidon or whatever.
Yeah.
Having if you did bring this Spanish commander back for a story about destroying magic and about like faith and what matters, like really to people, Philip would have been pretty relevant for that too.
Yeah, true.
because it's like they have very different. They're both very religious men, but they have very different takes on religion in terms of like what is the most important show of faith.
Yeah, you know what? This movie isn't good. It's kind of just all right. Um, but it could have been better, and it could have set up some interesting shit.
Like, can you understand now why I thought this wasn't terrible?
Hmm.
Do you understand why I thought this wasn't like terrible?
Yeah, I mean it's not terrible. It's just aimless, kind of. It's just
Yeah.
not. It's like all the other Pirates movies. It's too long. Oof. Wait, but no, Jack, you obviously switched them, right? And the water claims him, I guess. Like he couldn't just die like a normal fucking person.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, he got Indiana Jones. How is he still moving? There's no muscle there. I mean, I get that it's magic, but like, he's dead, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oops, I paused it again. Sorry.
God damn it, Kieran. Holy shit, this movie is so
I went
long.
to grab my mouse and my thumb accidentally pressed the button, so I am
Okay,
at 2 hours and 51 seconds exactly.
51. Okay. 2 hours, 50.
Not letting me access the rip panel.
I feel so bad for our audience. I can get to 2 hours, 53 seconds.
It's doing a weird thing. Hold on. I leave it there. I'll get to 53.
Hmm. So hey audience, how you doing? I think this is the third time we've had to pause and unpause this fucking movie. Um,
2 hours and 53 seconds, you said?
yeah. So like,
Okay, hold on a moment.
how you guys doing? Having a good time with this viewing experience? Is this enjoyable? I bet it's just so fucking enjoyable. I enjoy it.
All right, I'm bringing it to 2 hours and 50. Okay, there we go. All right, countdown.
All right. Last time, hopefully. How is there like 15 minutes left in this film?
To be fair, a good chunk of that is going to be credits.
Okay, good. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. The Stranger Tides.
Like a title drop any of the movies. What the hell is Serena's accent even?
Hmm. Uh, you're gonna die, my man.
No, actually, hold on. Are they gonna actually leave it ambiguous whether she ate him or not?
Hmm. Oh, hey, it's that island from the first movie. Why?
I like that actually.
This seems like unnecessary.
A little bit.
Ugh.
You can just run up and get on the boat. Totally could have done it before he had time to shove off.
Yeah, honestly. You know.
Same island, is it?
I don't
Because
know.
when Jack and Elizabeth were marooned there in the first
There
movie,
was
he
much.
said that the Roadrunners had stopped going there, and now he's saying it's a well-traveled trade route.
Yeah, and that island was much bigger. The island in the first film. So now is he on the on Blackbeard's ship?
Yeah,
Oh, and he can
the super
control
sword.
the super sword. Does the super sword come back in the fifth film?
I don't know. I haven't watched far enough.
So wait, he can totally control the ship. He doesn't need a fucking crew. Tortuga. Which one was that?
It's the wretched hive of scum and villainy pirate island.
Right. Nice. Holy shit, Barbossa has an army of ships that he can control remotely. Why was that not in the... Oh, okay. Well, then that explains it. Well, there you
Right.
go. That's the movie.
Yep.
Thank God. All right.
Suggested by the novel by Tim Powers.
I don't know. I paused the tray.
Oh yeah, they did make books about this series, didn't they?
I mean, probably
They
tie-in books, right?
No, I know for a fact that there are.
Yeah, like they always make tie-in books for the
Or
movies
like,
they
there's a bunch of
release.
like young Jack Sparrow books, I think.
Well, and that's ridiculous. Um,
Like how they made, how they made like a young Indiana Jones TV series way back when,
no, they
like
didn't.
that. Yeah.
I don't believe. I don't believe you.
Speaking of which, do you want to have our next series be the Indiana Jones movies?
No.
I mean, we've been watching sort of that kind of movie basically for
Yeah.
a long time now.
I mean, I guess they would probably be, on the whole, better.
Though, on the other hand, if we did that, we would have to watch Temple of Doom.
We would have to watch, yeah, the second film and the fourth film.
Actually hate Temple of Doom way more than I hate Crystal Skull, because for all the silliness that Crystal Skull has in it, at least it's not like openly racist.
True. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like the first and third ones are good, but Temple is just god awful.
Okay. So how do we feel about this film?
Not really that different than I did going in. It's pretty meh.
Yeah.
Could have been better if they had like actually paid attention to what they were doing,
Yeah.
which is true of basically every Pirates movie, really,
Yeah.
including the first one, actually.
Yeah. I think that Yeah. I mean, why was Barbossa working with the British?
He just needed them to give him a ship and crew so he could go after Barbosa.
No, I know.
Or not
Why not?
Barbosa,
Why not?
Blackbeard.
Why not have him work with the Spanish?
It would have been a little simpler, yeah.
Yeah. And then, right, if the guy is like, if the if like the antagonist did become the Spanish antagonist guy did become like a main antagonist, he would have had like a vendetta against Barbossa.
Betraying him, yeah.
Yeah, well, betraying him and then becoming a magical pirate with a magic ship.
Yeah, too.
So yeah, I think there are ways that this film could have been improved. Um,
Kind of sad that like every time we watch one of these, we come out with like easy ways it could have been way better.
yeah. So
Because like they're not bad movies, really. They just and this is a problem I have with a lot of series, honestly. Like some of the more recent Star Wars movies, or you know, like it's not bad. It just like falls short of being great because they didn't really do their due diligence on like how to put the story together, I guess.
I honestly still can't believe they aren't like they haven't brought back Tessa Thompson's character from the first Pirates film.
Oh yeah, not Tessa Thompson. Zoe Saldana. Yeah, she
Yes,
would
Zoe
be a
Saldana.
fun addition to have reappear in this. Tessa Thompson would play a great pirate, though. Like, she kind of already did as Valkyrie, sorta. Like,
Wait, are we sure? Wait, it's been months, to be clear, for people playing the home game since I've seen the first Pirates movie. So like, wait,
it was Zoe Saldana,
it
not Tessa
was?
Thompson.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well then, yeah, I want her to come back.
Yeah, she would be cool. Um,
I don't know why they ended that with Jack marooning her on an island. That seems shitty.
yeah, that it is kind of shitty, and it doesn't really seem to serve a purpose either. And also, they're like concluding Jack's immortality arc again. This one, and then they're gonna conclude it again in the fifth one, probably.
Yeah.
Like if they honestly,
Well,
I feel like this would have been a lot better if they had known that they were making 5 or 6 movies in a row, rather than trying to finish it after 3 and then going, wait, shit, now we have to finish it again, and then making another one and going, oh, well, now we got to do it again, and so on and so forth.
no, I mean, look, you can make like there are good sequels, right? You
Well, yeah, but
can
like,
organically follow a movie with another movie, right?
yeah, but they would
It
have had
just
to
takes
change his
work.
arc,
It would just take
and
work.
they didn't really do it. They would have had to like change his character arc to be something different than it was, and they didn't do that.
I mean, he his character arc throughout this series has always been it's been less of an arc and more of like a characterization where he is generally bad. Like he's chaotic, neutral. He does bad things often and betrays
Jack
people.
has always sort of been my like when I think chaotic neutral, he is the personality that pops into my head for
Yeah.
that.
Um
I think I guess they get credit for that much at least.
yeah, but when push comes to shove at like the very end, he will do the right thing, right?
Yeah.
He'll he'll have Will Turner become immortal instead of himself, right? He'll save
Yeah.
Will. So having that be like if they wanted Jack to be the main character, then they need Jack to be still himself, but more consistent, more like we have to know what his goals are and we have to identify with him more. And I think having like a quote unquote redemption arc as his follow-up arc, as like following
I
up
think it's
his
important
yeah.
I think it's important to explore why he wants to become immortal more than they have really.
That too.
We he talks about freedom a lot in when he in those during those few times when he does get to describe his motivations to people. And I think like if we could connect that a little more, if we had that scene from at World's End or Dead Man's Chest that I keep harping
Referencing.
on about. Yeah, the one where he refused to transport slaves for the company.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like like the idea there would be that he wants to be free from death, right?
Yeah,
Rather than just like not wanting to die. That it specifically connects to another facet of his character that's important. And they
that's
haven't really done
clever.
that much. I think that's something that they could explore more. That if they wanted to make Jack the main character, they would be well advised to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, we'll see if they do that in the sixth one, which is coming out soon. We'll
Is it
see what
coming
they
out soon? I don't.
not soon, but it's coming. It will come out eventually.
Yeah, and
It'll be
maybe
delayed by coronavirus, but
it'll be an
yeah,
actual
this
ending.
happens. We're
Yeah.
never gonna see this again.
We'll never see what again.
The whole plot thread that this sets up. Oh, it just washes up on the beach. She didn't keep it or anything.
What?
She didn't keep it from the ship. It just like
No, it
washes
was
up there
yeah, it was
randomly.
thrown over the edge of that cliff,
Oh yeah.
right? It
So it
just
just randomly shows up there.
Yeah, fate, whatever, strange tides.
I hope that if they do bring that plot back, they explain that someone was behind that.
Maybe there really is a treasure chest that lets you control the wind and tides.
It would be funny if she turned out to not be lying about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
All right, so I think.
on one hand it
Go
would be
ahead.
cool if Stranger Tides got referenced, but on the other hand I don't think it will.
Yeah, because it didn't do super well as Pirates movies go.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think that's everything we want to talk about.
Yep.
So next time we will be watching the fifth film, and then Kieran will finally share his fucking plot outline. Jesus
Yep.
Christ. We've been stringing you on for months.
I mean, to be fair, that was because we had like a months long hiatus where we didn't watch any of them.
True. Okay,
But we're
bye.
doing the next one of that in a couple of days, right?
We're recording it um tomorrow. Not tomorrow,
All
the
right. I thought
next
it
day.
was
We're
Thursday.
recording it on Thursday. It doesn't matter. This isn't important for people to hear.
Okay.
Right. Until then, bye.